Hey, thanks so much for pushing play, and I just wanted to share just a little bit about myself. My name is al.scharrer, and I've been teaching in the classroom for 13 years and just coming on board the Center for Urban Teaching full-time. I've been working with this organization for over 3 years, and when I first found out about Seafoot, I just knew this was the place for me. Great people and a mission and a vision that I could definitely jump on board and walk with the wonderful people here already. So just a little bit about myself. I grew up in a pretty traditional Christian school and never really enjoyed much of my time there. It was real stiff, strict. My teachers didn't know me, and it was a system definitely definitely run by just a lot of fear. And like I said, teachers didn't really know the kids. I had a few teachers that I really kind of felt like I connected with, but other than that, I saw kids getting jacked up against lockers and just a lot of fear in that. And then I went to 3 different high schools, and at the end of my senior year, was really tired of structured religion and school. Ran away to Alaska with nothing but a backpack and a snowboard, and spent 3 glorious years up there doing construction, snowboarding, and learning a lot about life in general. And found myself kind of going down a road that I knew just wouldn't end well. And God used some different experiences to ping me back to college. I had a few friends going through a place called Martin Luther College, and I decided to go there to be around some Christian people and get my life kind of on a better track. And didn't really enjoy school there either, but knew that was probably the best thing for me. I toughed out a year at a time and then went construction over the summer and didn't really like roofing too much, so I went back to school, and by the end of the 4 years of that cycle I had a degree, so decided to jump into education. Once I got into the classroom, realized there were a lot of things I needed to figure out, a lot of things that I was not equipped for in my sit and get type lecture halls of the university, and how different it was being on the other side of the desk. So through a lot of failure, kind of came up with some techniques. And then I jumped into teaching here in Milwaukee and realized that I had a lot more to learn, and continued to develop myself, and I was under some leadership where I was getting some professional development. And then I was able to get in touch with the Center for Urban Teaching, and for the first time I found myself in a circle of people where I could say yes to everything that was happening. After 4 schools and just fighting against traditions, fighting against systems, kind of some of the administration and just policy, I knew that learners needed to be engaged and have a relationship with their learners, and that's everything that I was doing, and not always seeing eye to eye with my peers or my administrators. And so when Seafoot came and was open and honest about the best approaches in interacting with children, regardless of race, creed, ethnic background, or socioeconomic status, it was just an organization that I could say yes to. And then furthermore, they blessed me tremendously with just a very, very generous gift, and sent me to get my master's degree, and gave me a full ride scholarship. And I've been able to be coaching teachers through them ever since, sharing so many of the techniques that I've developed, and also many of the techniques that I've learned from the Center for Urban Teaching. I graduate in May with a leadership and innovation degree, and I look forward to opening my school someday, Lord willing, and just continuing to make an impact, one child at a time, one teacher at a time. I can't do this work alone. In the classroom, I could only reach about 30 kids a year. With help from people like you, and you considering coming and making an impact with me here in the city, we can reach many more children's lives, so they don't have to take a path like I did growing up through the system and trying to figure out how they're going to get into school. With people like you, you can come on board with Seafoot, walk with us, make an impact for now and eternity in a child's life. Thanks for watching. You can reach me at 262-631-0436.